sabotage the internet just so I wouldn't be first and wouldn't be ready.
Correct.
All right, we're live. We have 3 people. I know all of them.
I'm getting the advertisement.
Oh,
He's also getting the advertisement. Only Adam gets the advertisement.
I'm in.
That's his punishment.
I had to reopen it.
Yeah, because everything else before wasn't my punishment.
All right.
It's normal.
I'll let people come in before we let everyone know the chaos that is in store for them tonight.
Yeah. It's really dark.
Kraken.
I see.
Kraken with a little bit of our gingerbread flavor shot.
I have to you're having to get creative with the cracking because it's left over from the.
No, I'm trying to get creative in general. I'd like, not all of my guests like sipping liquor straight. So I'm trying to get interesting and creative things, and especially since like I don't just want to be like Jack and Coke. I'm not that type of person. I'm too snooty.
I'm mildly sophisticated, I guess.
We're up to 4 people. So Cassidy, Adam, Firelight, and a lurker.
Who is our lurker?
I don't know.
Do not call out the lurker. It is their right to be a.
That's true. You're allowed to lurk. It's fine. A lot of times I lurk your streams because I'm just doing something else while it's on in the background. So
Listen, I appreciate numbers, so I
Right.
do a lot of pretty weird shit. So.
Perpetual lurker. Coming on while I'm working. And I'm like, oh, what's up?
I too am a professional lurker. I usually don't talk in people's chats at all. Just sit there and watch.
tonight you're lurking so hardcore that you're just hiding off screen.
Not even on screen.
All right. Firelight says that they have unhinged ideas, as per usual.
Oh, no.
Some of them are Halloween related.
Are they spooky related? Because it is the month for our theme to be spooky.
Our theme is spooky.
Also, you might have heard from off camera, but I'm drinking Kraken with some gingerbread syrup and a dash of water because I'm experimenting to try to find mixers I can make for people that are unique.
How do you like it with the gingerbread syrup?
I think it goes well. I think most people might want to lighten it down a little bit more than I did. So maybe like Kraken and Coke with the gingerbread. A vanilla Coke I think would go particularly well with it.
Kind of like ginger beer, but without all the fluid.
Yeah, I suppose.
All right, everybody. I say everybody. There's still only 4 of us. But we have. Oh, there's 5.
But they are our 5
It went
favorite
down to 4.
of us.
Yes. Everybody who's here is our favorite. Once again, we have been blessed by having 2 MCs in the form of Adam and Cassidy. Again, do not get used to this because this is like the clouds have parted and getting multiple MCs. Next time it's probably just going to be me. But I've decided that until you behave, I'm just going to keep adding people. So we also have someone. If you hear another voice in the background, that is, as Firelight has deemed him, Brother Greystoke, and possibly the Winter Soldier. Firelight also has a theory that he's the Winter Soldier, which is, if you come on screen, they will see that is not the worst news ever.
Surprisingly, though, for being in Wisconsin, most of the time you're actually in the heat, not the.
He's kind of the summer soldier, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, we tend to always do like the most important stuff when it's like questionably going to be like way too freaking cold, but you know, whatever.
I suppose Wisconsin tradition and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
The first thing I'm drawing
Are you
tonight is not very
intentionally
spooky.
being discreet while in your outfit, and
I mean, I don't like to advertise, but.
I will not go on particular rings.
Like, whatever.
She's just like crouched down behind the couch. And her head just pops up.
And you go by.
All they really need to see is the mustache to know that you mean business. Although he does also stream over on Twitch, so if you want to continue to hear the dulcet tones of his voice, you could go and hear about very niche video games. You could go over there. I don't know if any of you want to like throw a link up in the chat. I think you admins can. I think admins can throw a link in the chat. I think.
For that.
I think admins count as moderators. I'm pretty sure. So.
Firelight does say they have read fanfic about the Summer Soldier.
There you go.
Oh, fair enough.
Did he have a very serious mustache? I don't know. Summer Soldier doesn't sound as threatening.
Every time you close YouTube, it resets it to top comments only.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
don't forget to do
I
that.
think there's like an add-on that you can put on your YouTube so that it defaults to the regular one, but I can't remember how to do it.
Yeah, because I had to like exit out of the stream really quick and hop back in. It's like top messages only, right?
It's the silliest thing ever.
Yeah, why would I want to see any other messages? I am not so popular of a streamer that I need to only see the top messages.
Come on, Chad, I need you to filter this stuff for me.
Come on, guys. You're overwhelming me here.
even then, it's like as a streamer, I would always like to, be able to choose what I actually care to look at as opposed to and not be given it at all.
And consistently, like
yeah.
All right, chat. Apparently there's 5 of you now, so you might have to start coming up with ideas, because I finished my first drawing, which is what I do while I wait for y'all to filter in.
What is the first of your unhinged ideas?
Yeah, start hitting me with those unhinged ideas. But anyway, here's the first one. And it's not that spooky, but it's a ghosty flashing another ghosty.
That's a thing.
Would you like to do?
Scandalous.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You did just put a B. I was like.
This keyboard's control and function has an extra function key, so the control key is in a different spot. So I did the control V of my other computer, which was just V.
I see. Good job. Well done.
I was curious if you would notice, and it was just gonna be the B.
I noticed right away because the button click felt different. I'm like, fuck.
I screwed up.
I've committed a grievous error.
Welcome, Prasokor C. This weekend is spooky.
So yep, spooky theme. I'll show it again. The one that I drew while I was waiting for people to come in.
Our first and second unhinged ideas go together.
Oh.
Oro as an ostrich and Grom as a French bulldog.
I assume you mean Grim?
I have no idea what I meant. I read
That's
this.
Grom.
Oh, I assume
read
it's
the
Grim.
things.
Okay, Firelight has corrected that it isn't. Grom is a different character from a different book. As a French bulldog, huh? So he's too heavy to swim, is what we're saying here? He just sinks to the bottom of a pool.
Prasokor says, idea for spooky, a vampire getting audited by the IRS.
Useless.
Oh yeah, I was gonna draw the ghost that's just pants. Or not, the cryptid that's just pants.
Yeah.
I was gonna look at that one.
I did send a photo in our chat.
Yeah.
The
I'm gonna.
Fresno Nightcrawler.
I might make him be like jeans though.
Miss French bulldog. What was there other?
Where is
Vampire audit.
See, these ones look like sweatpants.
Yeah, that's what's funny. Is some of them are just like sad standing sweatpants, and then others are like weird skeletal legs with a head on top.
I'm gonna like look
pants.
at people's written out of this. Yes, I am very open to cryptids, by the way.
Greetings, Adriana. I don't remember. I recall chatting with you, Adriana.
Okay, I think I drew this one last time I drew cryptids, but I gave it like sexy legs and stilettos and fishnets.
As a heads up, Adriana, if you have not joined us as a lurker before, this is a drawing stream. Our theme is spooky. You can feel free to put recommendations in the chat, and I will try to cajole Julie into drawing them. She really loves Bigfoot-related suggestions.
You hush. You shut your mouth.
Adriana says they made it to the last 10 minutes of the last stream. That was when Callison was the MC, and I was not there.
Okay.
I thought we both did the last one.
Yeah, you were both at the last one, which is
Were
why I'm saying I'm adding people because now my brother is also here. I'm just gonna keep adding people to the stream until I don't know what we reach critical mass. Who knows what
Till
happens?
the room fills up.
Yep.
We will, in fact, at some point in the future, do a stream from like a public event with a stadium full of people.
Everybody be like, "What is happening? Why are we here?"
There's more people in the background than
That are in the chat. Yeah.
And on cue, Firelight's third unhinged idea is Bigfoot as the Frankenstein monster.
Hang on, I'm looking up something.
Is it just out of focus Frankenstein?
Ooh. And Krasokor has a cryptid idea. The beast of Gavanda dressed as Marie Antoinette.
That made me think of the Beast of Bray Road, which is from Wisconsin, and it looks kind of just like a sad coyote. But I might draw that one. Sad coyote.
I'm Googling what it is.
I do not know what that beast is myself.
It's like a coyote on its hind legs, just little like T-Rex arms.
This one also looks like a goofy little guy.
It is. It's got goofy little guy vibes, but I need to figure out like what I want to do with it because I'm drawn to sketch him.
So it's a creature that was held responsible for at least 60 animal attack deaths during the 1760s in France. And the 1760 drawing of it is pretty.
Which one?
The beast of Gavanda.
Oh wait.
It's just
It looks like a dog.
Yeah. Somebody saw a particularly large dog and was like,
That's a
Doesn't
cryptid.
Like,
yeah.
that looks almost like a wiener dog, actually.
yeah.
It's like a
Humanized.
wolfhound, and it's probably a wolfhound and a small dog like got it on, and that's the result. And everyone's like, it's a cryptid, even though it's just a really
Derpy dog.
ugly little dog. Dog that shouldn't exist.
Ooh, welcome, Candybug. And they are reading the Romantasy from Blood and Ash, and they want to see the creepy, main, totally not a vampire lead dude, Hawk, as a horrifying monster blob who tells its young victims, "You have a choice."
That's what all these romantasy guys do now. They're like, yeah, we're totally feminist.
As blob.
As blob.
Just scream at people. You have a choice.
You have a choice as long as you choose what I want you to.
Goodness. Firelight coming out here like a machine gun on their fourth unhinged idea.
Oh my goodness, Firelight's like locked and loaded tonight.
Alphaba as an orca.
That's not very spooky.
I mean, Alphaba is a witch.
Yeah, but she's definitely not the spookiest witch ever.
I don't know. She does talk about like egalitarianism and equality and stuff, and that spooks a lot of people out.
True.
Also, orcas are pretty spooky if you're a seal. So, you know.
Or a marine keeper.
Or a person in a yacht.
Yeah, apparently.
To be a seal these days, you flee the water from the orcas and you go on shore, and then you get hunted by lions instead.
Which is wild.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, we thought shore was safe.
And now there's lines. What the heck?
Firelight shares, people think the Beast of Gavanda was an escaped lion or something.
Mm.
Yeah, it could be too, I suppose.
Yeah.
A lot of
Brachiosaur
stuff being transported during the summer. So.
also says, orcas are spooky if you're anything other than a person or another orca. Which is true. And even if you're a person in a boat, orcas are once again scary.
Especially if you're a billionaire
True.
in a yacht, because the orcas say eat the rich. And good for them.
Ooh,
Or at least massively
Firelight
inconvenience the rich.
has a great suggestion.
Uh-oh.
For No King's Day, you could do a dead lion with an orange wig.
Terrible wig. He doesn't get to be a lion, even a dead one.
A hyena.
Oh, I like hyenas, though.
I mean, you like all animals.
I
Julian.
do. It's kind of that's a problem.
Ooh, Adriana has an idea. A scarecrow that is made from the haunted vegetables of a haunted garden.
Haunted vegetable monster.
I'm trying to think like what would be the most haunted vegetable.
Yeah.
I mean,
Celery.
other
It tastes awful.
other than the why can't I remember its name? The crying baby one.
The mandrake.
Yeah, other than the
Oh.
mandrake.
Ginger kind of tends to look like a creature of some kind.
Yeah, that's also true.
They're like the carrots that look like legs when you pull them out.
Particularly knob-shaped termite.
What kind of tail did this thing have?
Candy
Did it
Boat
have a tail?
says could draw land shark with muscular arms and legs as the next stage of the Meg. Trogdor.
Yeah, Trogdor vibes. Trogdor!
Brachiosaur says there's no animal you can compare Trump to where the animal doesn't come up to insult it.
Yeah.
I could, and this is not an insult to naked mole rats, but he does give off naked mole rat vibes.
I was pondering that as an option in my head.
Ugly,
Yeah,
wrinkly.
super inbred.
Yeah, super inbred. Definitely could use a wig.
Firelight also throws another vote up for ginger being a creepy vegetable.
Hasn't the naked mole rat suffered enough though? Do we really need to embarrass more?
I think the naked mole rat elevates him.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, naked mole rats are a very community-orientated species.
They are,
so-
and they're also female dominated. So, America could never.
Well, maybe that's why it's that. To kill them all.
For legal reasons, that was a joke.
Yeah, it is just.
For all of the FBI agents watching, this is all humorous and in Minecraft.
Yes, exactly.
Brassicor says the spookiest vegetable is a turnip shaped like a thingy.
What type of thingy are you suggesting, Brachiosaur?
Is that a Blackadder reference? Because I really hope so, because that is in Blackadder.
It's definitely in Blackadder. Yeah, I don't know if it's a direct reference, but it's definitely in Blackadder.
I really, really want to find a clip, and I haven't found it, from Blackadder. That is from the one where he's the butler and Hugh Laurie is the prince, and Hugh Laurie believes that the poor are like rising up against him, and Baldric comes in with the sponge.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and he's like, he's got a bomb. No, sir, that's a sponge, and I cannot find that clip anywhere. I'm not even sure what episode it's in that I can like find it.
Yeah. I've actually found it, it'd be fairly difficult to find like specific clips from Blackadder. There's just not a lot of people that are out there just like flipping a bunch of things from Blackadder.
Like I found a couple of like quote compilations or whatever that I can sometimes plumb, but
Right, yeah.
All right, here is. Hang on.
Brassicor's got you. They said it's a Blackadder reference. They have all the episodes on their computer, and they can clip anything you want.
Oh, dude.
It's from the Sense and Senility.
All right. Wow,
so
he's on it.
What level of
Okay, hang
Patreon
on.
is it when they send you all of the Black Adder on the DVDs?
He's already like at the highest level of patron he can go. Honestly, I should be just doing the stream for him. Let's be real. Whatever you want, man. All right, so I have finished my Beast of Bray Road, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with this little T-Rex arms, but he looked like he should be holding a balloon, so I just gave him one.
I mean, that's a cryptid thing to do.
He's a happy little Beast of Bray Road, honestly. There he is.
Nice.
He's having a good time. He's having a good time. He's having a good time. All right, what was the last thing? Spookies, but I'm hearing a lot of vegetables, so maybe I'll do the vegetable, the haunted vegetable.
I'm making myself another drink, otherwise I could read off the list.
Callison, let's go.
Okay, hold on.
Going to be like freaking
I have a-
sheets to the wind in like an
Okay.
hour. Is that what the plan is?
Orlo is an ostrich. Graham is a French bulldog. Vampire getting audited. Bigfoot as Frankenstein's monster. Beast of, it begins with a G. Gordon. Hawk as Bloob. Alphaba as an orca. Sunline with orange wig. Scarecrow from Haunted Vegetables. So far, a turnip and ginger has been suggested. Land shark with arms and legs.
I'm gonna have to do the land shark at some point, since I did just do the review of Meg.
There was another one. What's not on here? Oh, and so the Beast of was as
The Beast of
Marie
someplace.
Antoinette. Why do I feel like there was another one on here that's not in the notebook?
Did it get filtered by the AI?
Right.
Did you get through my list?
I did.
I managed to read it all, Eden.
Mostly.
Well, the G one, I was going off of your list. And also the fact-
Gavanda, the French monster.
Gavandin.
Yeah, it's a French word, and then Adam wrote it.
And then All right, Pete.
Brassicord Dosta hits Pennywise as the Beast of Bray Road.
But like not nearly as scary, let's be real.
Yeah. Candybug says the worst part from Blood and Ash is that besides the 200 plus years old creepy love interest dude booby sucking the 18-year-old MC lady in the first two chapters.
In the first two that's quick. They usually don't get down to that quickly.
They don't formally actually meet until the 36% mark of the book.
Wait, so was it like a dream? Booby molestation? Like what?
Picture.
And apparently the book repeats things you've just read constantly.
That's how you do it. I heard that book is really long, and it does not surprise me. If it's just like, we're just gonna repeat that. All right, I need to look
Did
at.
you hear
Ginger.
Pennywise as the Beast of Grey Road?
No, that was like in reference to my Beast of Bray Road with a balloon.
Are you sure that wasn't a new suggestion?
I'm pretty sure.
I
People
thought it
can
was a
correct
new
me in the
suggestion.
chat. All right, it was like ginger. That's what I was looking up.
I feel like I'm hallucinating where I read something, but now I don't see it. Brassicord, Firelight have chimed in on how to pronounce. Okay, so two different ways.
They're chiming in on how to pronounce it, and
Yeah,
it
but I
doesn't
think
help.
this is the GIF
Yeah.
scenario, and they're not helping.
Two different ways here.
We got a Frenchman. Can we bring a Frenchman in?
We need a Frenchman in the
We
chat.
have Jabugon and Gavagon. Either way, it's French. I'm gonna
All right,
butcher it.
So my creepy vegetable scarecrow. One of his hands is a ginger. What should his other hand be?
Like aged, like a person with red hair.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, full human, sticking out of his sleeve.
That's
Hello, top of the morning to you. They're probably Irish, I'm guessing.
At least somewhat, more likely.
I still vote celery. It's disgusting.
Celery. Just
Yeah.
his other hand could be
Celery
celery.
is disgusting, but not spooky.
I don't
You
know.
could say it's
People just
spooky
kind of put
'cause-
it in things randomly. And it's
Yeah.
annoying.
It is a kind of a jump
Weirdly
scare.
no
It's a
calories.
food jump scare. You know, you're not ready for it, and then
Alright.
you're like,
Oh,
Alright, this is
oh.
the new villain. Instead of eating an apple, the new villain just like eats a stalk of celery.
Yeah, like when you
Yeah.
want somebody to like act all cocky and like a jackass, it's not just villains don't always do it. It's just if you want somebody to look like a jackass, you make them eat an apple.
No, we need to up it now.
But now it's celery.
And not just like a whole stalk of celery.
Then they just look like a psychopath.
Yeah, that goes
And, like,
beyond that
not
goes beyond
even-
jackass.
Not
Really.
even like rip off stalks and eat it or piece it. Just like he's got the whole bundle of celery, just like a cob of corn.
Okay, so I got he's got a turnip head, he's got celery for one hand, a ginger, yes, a whole human being, no, that's a lie. For his other hand, what should his like
Adriana suggests
torso be?
corn, carrot, eggplant, cucumber, and ghost.
Oh, he could have an eggplant torso. That's a good torso.
Mm.
That's very torso-like.
It's also suggestive.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's getting hard to tell because he's also wearing a jacket. So like the fact that I'm just gonna have to make it purple and that's how everyone will tell. I'm gonna have to label this for myself that that's an eggplant.
We're a little bit behind the chat conversation. Firelight goes, let me guess, the 18-year-old spends the whole book like, but does he like me though?
I can't tell. Is he
Firelight
sucking on my
also
titties as a
suggests
friend?
that your scarecrow should have an autumn soldier arm.
We got the autumn soldier now.
Just representing all seasons.
Vegetables.
The spring
Harvest.
soldier is just very, very friendly, honestly. It's just sunshine and flowers.
Ooh, Firelight is reminded of the sexy asparagus from 50 Shades.
What? I did not read 50 Shades, so like
Firelight, please explain the sexy asparagus.
There's nothing attractive about an asparagus. They are tasty, but there's nothing
Yeah.
attractive about an
They're-
asparagus.
I tried to grow them this year. It did not work. I was like, come on, yard snacks. Why won't you grow?
Doesn't it make your pee smell weird or something?
It
like
can,
that?
yes.
Ah. So I'm told by a friend of mine that if you eat a lot of asparagus, it also changes the flavor of your semen.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Interesting.
Alright, fair enough.
All right.
Like in a positive way? Or is-
Yeah.
Well, if you do like asparagus, like having not tasted semen of either flavor, I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose. I guess you need a frame of reference first.
I want to Google it. I'm encouraged.
All right. So far he has a turnip head, ginger.
No, his thingy is supposed to be a turnip, says Brachiosaurus C. Not his head. but
No,
his
it's too
thingy.
late. His head is a turnip. He has ginger. One arm is ginger. The other is
Daikon. His thingy could be a daikon.
I'm probably not going to give him a thingy, guys.
You'll
I
have to
have
imagine the thingy.
I
Your
have to
fans
draw the
demand
line
it.
somewhere on these postcards that I send to people who have probably not watched this stream. The Venn diagram of people who watch and suggest things for the drawing stream and the people who receive the postcards is like barely touching.
You need to show up to the stream to figure out why you're getting sent this.
Yeah, you really do. Like, what? Why?
You need to start printing QR codes onto the postcards you
That send people to the that's a
stream.
good idea. That sends it to the stream where this one was created, so you understand why you've got like a caked up Silver Surfer as your postcard stream for this month.
Stream time code. There you go. This is why
This is
these
your
are people to blame for
this
it.
is the best we can do for as far as explanation. All right, what is he has one more leg to draw, and I don't know what his last leg should be.
We have Adriana says that it needs something with roots, like long, trippy tendrils.
Firelight
Drippy
suggests
tendrils.
extra pumpkins.
Just like a pumpkin
Yeah.
vine is his other leg. Can we do
Right.
that?
So it says pumpkin chest, 2 pumpkins.
Well,
Legs could be multiple pumpkins.
his torso is an eggplant because that's
His
perfect
legs
in
could be
torso
multiple
shape.
pumpkins. Pumpkins all the way down.
I'm going pumpkin vine with pumpkins on it.
Like a gourd.
If all your legs are pumpkins, how do you know when to stop?
Alright. Try and
You
get this
don't?
up in the chat.
I don't think.
Candy
Keeps
Bug
going.
Yeah, it's pumpkins.
says, From Blood and Ash starts with the main character lady who's supposed to be repressed yet so stuffed and independent that in the beginning of the book she goes to a sexy times then and meets her creepy love interest by accident.
Okay, so it's not a dream, but she meets him at like a
Kind of like a hookup den. Not quite a.
Those are everywhere in these books. Like those are apparently like a staple of the fantasy worlds that these people are creating.
And Firelight tries to deflect themselves. They only heard about sexy asparagus secondhand.
So you could have been lied to. There could be no sexy asparagus in that book, and somebody just like messes with you.
Cannibal back to their book, and then begins a rando booby sucking scene. I think Cassidy shared this, and the book spends the next 30% pretending that this booby sucking means they are connected and meant to be.
Yeah, I know. You always, that's how you find your soulmate, is you wait for somebody to just latch on.
I see.
Firelight is getting.
I'm pretty sure that's how
flippy here,
it's
so I'm
done.
just gonna skip their comment.
What's Firelight doing now?
The description about what the asparagus scene was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got to keep this chat at least like I say slightly PG. Let's be real, it's not.
Slightly R. Like,
Slightly-
let's not go into X.
Like,
Yeah.
But a PG, what is it like? Slightly lower than R, but you still like need an adult present.
Like NC-17 or
Yeah. Let's give the chat NC-17, shall we?
You're just a year away from the R.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This is slightly ominous.
Uh-oh.
Crassicolor C suggests Julian, check the Discord for a present.
Oh, well, I think it might be innocent because I do happen to know that he was going to the zoo today, and I told him that I wanted to see cute animals. So it's probably not ominous.
Well, the animal is particularly ominous.
Yeah, unless there's some ominous animals.
Yeah.
It's just animal butts.
It's just
Butts. As far as
Maybe
the eye
it'll be a
can
rhino
see.
butt. Firelight says, oh well, maybe it's the clip.
Oh yeah, it could also be Blackadder. clips.
Crassicolor does say Firelight's correct. So
Okay. So
Ah.
not cute animals, although I imagine there will also be cute animals at some point.
So
I was
Julian,
promised cute animals.
How many postcards do you need to draw tonight?
8 total.
How many or what number are you on? Right?
3.
All right. And I believe she already mentioned there's one she has to do or come back to. The shark man?
Yeah, the shark with like muscular arms and
Muscular
legs.
shark. So that means, chat, we've got 4 slots left for you to grab the inspiration from Julian. We do have several recommendations out there, but put those thinking caps on. Thinking cats. Recommendations.
Get your thinking cat. Mine is right here, and you're gonna put it on your head. I won't do that to Nigel. Although, fun fact, when Nigel was a kitten, my friend Justin did wear him as a hat. I have a picture
That
somewhere of
Is true.
Nigel just on Justin's head.
Justin had a tendency to just put a bunch of random
Yeah,
things
he
on his
did.
head, so
He went through a phase. Does he still do that? I don't hang out with him as much. Does he still put random things on his head, or was that just a phase?
I haven't seen him put random things on his head recently, but
Man
he,
used to just pick stuff up and put it, then wear it as a hat.
He may have moved on because to different weird things because he greeted me today at the rally with his head suddenly right here and screaming in my ear.
He's been doing that since we were teenagers. That is a Justin move through and through to the core.
Lucky I'm steady.
Yeah, no, he used to do that constantly. That was pretty much how you got greeted if you didn't notice him.
yeah.
All right. Candybug is trying to push us up to that R rating, and
Candybug, I expected better from you. From Firelight, maybe.
I assume that Julian met her hubby in a den of sexy times. He latched onto her, given how she tormented her hubby with Silver Elite. She may have kidnapped her hubby.
Yeah, I was a little sad that I couldn't find a reason to have you in the third, because there were 3 episodes of it, and you're in the first 2. As like my prisoner, yeah, whatever.
Gotcha.
Because in the first one, I needed to ask him questions about, I don't know if you watched those episodes, but in the first one, I needed to ask him questions about the military, because it was terrible.
Oh.
And so in the first
Okay.
one, I like pretended to grab him and throw him into my chair and like question him. And then the second one, I pretended to bust into his office and demand answers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and theys and thems, here he is. Behold. Or she is. We don't know the gender. We shouldn't assume the gender of this
Vegetable gender.
this
Oh my
vegetable person.
That is indeed kind of terrifying.
All right, behold.
Yeah, I would give that. Came walking at me, I'd probably at least very motivated, like hustle in the other direction. That's for sure.
The good news is I think the pumpkin leg would slow him down, so you'd probably.
We just speed walk this
Yeah.
way.
I watched a video that was like, what speed should you have your horse go if you're escaping from zombies? And the trot is the answer.
Unhinged suggestion number 5.
All right.
Groot as a hairless cat.
What is a hairless cat?
Groot.
Groot?
I am Groot.
Groot, but
Trees, a hairless cat.
Yes. A tree monster. A veritable ent as a hairless cat.
but like what?
Maybe it's
I'm
a
confused by that
cat.
combination of things. Like,
She
what
did
does that
say
look like?
unhinged.
What does it look like though? Like, is it more tree or more cat? And if it's more tree, how do I express that the cat is hairless? Or is it more cat? And is there like just some leaves sticking out of it? I need details.
Cat with vegetation.
Is it a leafy cat that
Or
says I am Groot?
a cat with spine tattoos all over it.
But I have time to figure that out while I'm drawing this muscular shark.
Firelight mentions should probably terrify Julian in reference, I think, to Groot as a hairless cat. And Brachiosaur C is like, he's like the orcas that wear dead salmon as hats. And Firelight's, ooh, orcas with an orange wig as a trophy.
There you go.
And Adriana says, I love them. I think that's for your spooky vegetable creature.
My vegetable creature.
And Candybug says, I trust this plant creature more than from blood and ashes, creepy love interest.
Are you why are you reading that book, by the way, Candybug? Did you lose a bet? Did someone dare you?
I find myself having too much higher thought.
I really want to like knock out some brain cells. The world is not good right now. I need to just kill some brain cells here, really.
Welcome, Kat Endress Wright. They have just joined us from Defending Democracy. Our theme tonight is something spooky. We've got 4 idea slots left. So welcome and thank you for defending democracy today.
We too were recently attempting to do that earlier today.
Pressicor C suggests it's just a hairless cat with Groot's head.
Okay.
Right then. All right, gotta get those muscular arms going here.
Oh, and Farlight's because the hairless cat and the tree are both wrinkled.
I mean, but not in the same way, because hairless cat is wrinkled like horizontally, while the tree is wrinkled vertically.
Pokemon gives us more guidance. It's like a hairless cat as a tree Pokemon type.
That doesn't help me. I still don't know what I'm picturing here. I am still at a loss.
You don't need to know what you're picturing, just as long as you picture it and draw it.
It doesn't make any sense. Don't picture anything. There is no picture. There is only draw.
You picture it, but you don't need to understand or know what you're picturing. You just picture it and draw it.
I don't think that's how that works.
Gonna try out to be some kind of Rorschach image.
There is no spoon, only draw.
Just an ink blot. I need to get Trogdor in here. What is Trogdor doing with his arm?
Trogdor has arms from another creature.
Trogdor has Trogdor arms. Thank you very much.
One big muscular arm.
Yeah, Trogdor does not have arms. Trogdor has arms.
He has arm.
Yep.
All right, I need to adjust fire here slightly if I'm going for a Trogdor-esque thing.
Firelight's like tree kitty, hairless kitty with twigs and branches.
Okay, that's a little that
Right.
that I can kind of visualize. The twigs and the branches kind of help.
Maybe
Sometimes I think Firelight just does Mad Libs before my stream.
Maybe it could be like, those hairless cats. I'm thinking one called Leela that's online where it still has like chest and leg hair.
Oh yeah.
But the top half was bald.
But it's like no, it's like shrubbery.
Yeah.
Alright. Candy Bug, I only have more questions about your lifestyle and your choices after this explanation. But the reason they're reading that book is someone in their private chat room picked this for a hate reread. So
Reread.
Someone they met in a private chat room, and this is a reread that they were doing, but then they started struggling with the reread. So they read this once and were like, I'm gonna hate read it again.
And are
'cause I need to
voluntarily
suffer. I am a
reading it
savage."
a second time.
But they're struggling with it, so Candy Bug is reading the book for them for their reread.
Yep.
Oh, those are choices.
Those are certainly things that you could do.
Candy Bug shares, From Blood and Ash sure is a book with words.
Surely is, surely is. Some of those words maybe sometimes make sentences. Just kind of how I feel reading the latest Lightlark.
Oh no.
It's bad. Y'all, it's bad.
No.
I don't think a human edited it. Because like I have found several typos that are like it's a word that is spelled correctly, but it's not the right word for the sentence.
Oh, so it's like, yeah,
Yep.
it didn't identify that this was wrong context.
Mhm.
And, yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
So
Hey, you can save a lot of money that way.
yeah, you sure
Hey.
save. So if anybody tries to convince me, like in the acknowledgments, if there even are acknowledgments, that editors looked at this, I'm not going to believe them.
Can you tell me who the editors were so I can avoid them at all costs?
Yeah, my only thought is like if a human editor looked at that, they were given it the night before it was due, and they were like, "Yep, those are words," and gave it back.
Yeah, there you go. That'll be $10.
Yeah, that's. The lack of anyone, including the author, caring about this novella set is astounding. The only one who gave a fuck was the artists, because it's a beautiful book. It has no business being as good looking as it is.
We can maybe display it later.
Yeah,
Adriana
I could go get it later.
says, At times, I feel like challenging Julian to read Quicksilver, but I think you might rage quit. If you're not there yet, there is a Patreon tier in which you can tell Julian to read that book, and then if they rage quit, get a refund.
No, that's not how that works.
No, isn't it?
So far, I do have veto rights. Is the thing. Like they can suggest a book, but I can say no, I won't read that. Suggest something else. So
it's not really rage quitting; it's just denying.
Yeah. But so far, even if I've absolutely hated a book that I'm reading for a patron, once I've started, I do finish it and I do a book review. Even though there have been some where I desperately wanted to stop.
Wow,
All right,
so many words.
Adriana, do it. Julian's daring you to do it.
Sure. I won't do a read long of it though. You can't suggest a read long that way. It would just be I read it and then do a review of it. But I do have a pretty big backlog of books and from the library, and I tend to like to finish my library books first, so it might be a minute. But anyway, here is the Trogdor shark. I decided to I decided to skip the muscular legs and give him Trogdor legs instead. There he is. He's chompinating.
Fantastic.
Chompinating the villages, it says. All right, let's see how many I've got left here.
All right, so we need to. We're behind in the chat, but I don't see any ideas. Do you need me to go through the list of ideas?
All right, I've got 4 yet to draw. Yeah, does anybody remember me being like, "Ooh, I'm excited to draw that" recently?
Yeah, Bigfoot is Frankenstein.
No.
We got Oro as an ostrich, Grim as a French bulldog, a vampire getting audited. That was a good one.
What is a vampire getting audited? Like, am I just drawing a person handing him an envelope? Is that what's happening?
I mean, or it could be like a bunch of paperwork and a very distressed vampire sweating, Or like, instead of like a vampire being stabbed through the heart with a wooden stake, he's being stabbed through the heart with like a roll of paperwork.
Oh wait, okay, wait. I got an idea for that, so I think I'm going with it. I can't draw people, by the way, so you all are responsible for this. That's about to.
Just draw Count Chocula. That's not really a person.
I can't draw Count Chocula.
Adam brings up a good point though. If you compressed paper enough that it was actually a object that you could sharpen and stab through a vampire, would that kill the vampire if it was wood pulp?
I say yes.
Yeah, because it's like
It
if you
feels like it
stab a
should.
vampire with IKEA furniture, like.
Has that been done yet in like a vampire movie where somebody like breaks off the leg of something and stabs the vampire, but it's fake wood? Because that needs to be done.
Feels like it'd be like a spoof or something.
Yeah, it'd be like a comedy one,
Yeah.
like What We Do in the Shadows or something.
Yeah.
Alright, need to catch up before it scrolls off the stream. Fartlek says the sequel to Meg book were more enjoyable. Both are stupid, but Trench is straight up ridiculous because it adds a Bond villain with a stupid evil lair.
Ooh, evil lair.
But it's a stupid evil lair.
Yeah.
Tell us how it's stupid, because we're all impressed by evil lair. How
Yeah,
is
we
this
all heard
stupid?
evil lair and got excited, and then
Oh, Krakatoa has had a revelation. They did not realize that the latest Light Lark was out.
it's the novellas. It's the Dueling Crowns novellas. That's like from Orwell and Grimm's point of view.
Oh no.
It's
Adriana is so excited for the Light Lark books.
if any of them were written by AI, it's this one. I don't know that it was, but it was certainly written by someone who gave less than 0 fucks. I think she was just like, and then Grimm did some stuff, whatever, the end.
I missed the context, but Krakatoa is mentioning to firelights and the plyo swords. And Lee Riley says, thank you again. So welcome, Lee Riley. I don't know what you're thanking us for, but I'm assuming it's for my astounding wit.
Yeah, sure.
Cool Imp, hello, welcome. You asked what the theme is tonight. We are doing spooky, and we've got 3 idea slots left. Firelight mentions, unfortunately, the second movie didn't include the Bond villain.
What the hell? That's perfect for a movie.
Right? Krakatoa C says, the second Meg movie was fuck all to do with the book, much to its detriment. And Candybug says, I bet the Grimm and Oro novellas were made because some fans were questioning why these 500-year-old men love Isla after book 3.
So far, no answers. I'm only on like chapter 7, but so far, nothing, no answers as yet as to.
Ooh. Cool Imp has a new suggestion, ghost dragons.
Ooh, ghost dragons. That's cute.
Brachiosaurus C says the shark is wearing anchor arms. Firelight mentions in junior high, one of their friends had another friend to check her spelling. One time, she didn't have time to look it over, so she just okayed all the spell checks.
Oh dear, 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 dear.
Firelight does mention you wanted to do another Nightcrawler.
I was thinking about it, but then I realized I didn't remember that I had drawn it before until I looked at it, and I was like, oh, that's the same thing that I drew before.
But I mean, Nightcrawler is cool.
It is cool.
Oh, could do the
I
Hodag.
Yeah, did I do a Hodag last time I did?
do not recall.
Cryptids.
That's why you need to make coloring books of your postcard streams to sell, so we can also double check what you've done already.
90% of the time, I'm too lazy to take pictures of my postcards before I send them out. The coloring book probably isn't happening.
Gotta scan them in. Come on, make your sister do it.
She has no idea how to do that.
I bet she can figure out how to make a scanner work.
Sometimes I can't figure out how to make my scanner work. My scanner is very persnickety.
She can best William or Richard. Let's see. Brachiosaur does warn us that we can't draw Count Chocula because then the stream would be taken down by General Moo.
They are certainly watching.
And Candybug mentions Because Grimm and Oro novellas are to help you understand why Oro and Grimm love Isla so much. Yes. Cool. Again, you have my greatest sympathies for continuing to read those books.
I mean, there have already been some entertaining moments, so at least it's more fun than entertainingly stupid moments. At least it is more fun than Silver Elite, which was just regular flavor bad. I won't spoil it, but yeah.
So the stupid evil lair in Meg 2, the Trench, is basically a small Death Star at the bottom of the Mariana Trench.
Yeah, that's where I'd put it.
Super useful there.
Yeah.
I think I remember hearing about this at some point. I was like, what? Okay.
Somebody tell Donald Trump about it. Then he'll want to build one and he'll weed himself out.
Lee Riley says hello. And they say Julian has finished up their fiber job.
Oh yes, I have been doing much work lately for the old business, which is good. But then also I have less free time to do other things, which is bad. Stupid work being work.
Adriana, speaking of work, Adriana is out there doing the work and has roped their boyfriend into watching the Light Lark read-alongs with them. And they are having a fun time.
Doing God's work.
Definitely not pausing every couple of minutes to rant about how dumb the curses are.
So the mild spoiler for the read along of this. The author remembered, at least partway through this, that Grimm, which I forgot because it doesn't come up very often, can sense people's emotions. So he's been doing a lot of that. And I'm like, why was he given that power?
So she just liked that one vampire from Twilight. I was like, I like that idea. I'm gonna take that.
Kinda.
Just an empath.
But like, why does the shadow leader of the evil place have empath powers randomly? He can also teleport, be invisible and intangible, so he can pass through walls and stuff. He can control shadows, obviously. What else can he do? Does anybody else remember his powers? Apparently feel people's emotions. Oh, can he sense curses? I think he can sense curses, which he hasn't done yet for Isla, so that's weird.
So I'm jumping ahead in chat since you're asking for powers, and Cracker Source is like, I do have the power to sense people's emotions, usually by asking them.
Grimm doesn't have time for that. He's too busy being horny.
Twilight does agree with me that Grimm should just be the Confederate vampire from Twilight.
Alright, trying to catch up to chat. The evil lair is a long-term submarine, but it's just a giant glass sphere. The second movie, however, is delightfully stupid. Did you know that if you just hold your breath at the bottom of the ocean, the atmospheric pressure won't do anything?
Neat! Good to know for the next time I'm at the bottom of the ocean.
Candy Bug says, Julian, did you check how many Isla Grimm official art there are on comparison with the Isla Oro official art?
I have not, but I bet it is rather uneven. All right, so as Drew the vampire, she's calling this choices. That's why I labeled it that. But she is been audited, and she's considering dealing with that and just staking herself. Those are her thoughts.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Firelight
2 more, right? No, 3 more. I lied to you.
Ostrich, Oro, and French Bulldog Grimm.
I mean, I might have to draw them together. I don't know how to make, aside from giving them crowns, I don't know how to make them distinctly Oro and Grimm-like. But
you could draw Grimm as a Confederate vampire from.
Oh, by the way, everyone, I left him over here to show you. Look at the new Pokemon that I convinced Adam to buy me today. Because it's a ferret, and it looks like a ferret, and it's actually roughly ferret sized. It was accurately sized for a ferret. So I was like, I need it. Even though apparently ferret is huge. Like, there's like a life-size ferret toy, and it's like,
it's ginormous, yeah.
I'm like, I kind of want one even more now.
Now I'm convinced it like tries to hide its human under the couch.
You see it running by with a human in its mouth. Oh man, you know how Tendi tries to scruff you as a human? Like Tendi is always trying to win, and she thinks that since ferrets have scruffs and they scruff each other when they play, that humans should have scruffs and she should be able to scruff us. She's determined that the scruff on a human is this part of your hand right here.
Oh my gosh.
She's kind of right. If you bite me there, I do react to it. And I'll probably go with you. All right, what am I drawing next?
Practicer C says a ferret, but make it bigger than a Wolverine.
Oh wait. There was a recent one that I really liked. Go back to like the most recent.
Grim and Oro, Ostrich.
No, that's not recent. That's
Nightcrawler, Ghost Dragon.
Yeah, Ghost Dragon. I like that one. That one was cute. Ghost Dragon.
The French Bulldog has shadow powers, and the Ostrich has a sun behind it.
See, I would definitely be all about drawing that if I wasn't like trying to stick to the spooky theme, although I often don't stick to the theme, but it feels like it's October. I should try to stick to the theme for once in my life. Nah.
All right. So the submarine Death Star in the book is converted to a shack in the movie.
A shack?
That's a bit of a jump.
That's a major downgrade, friend. I don't know why we're doing that. You'd think the movie would be the one that upgraded the shack to an underwater lair.
Yeah.
They hit their CGI budget.
You're right. Quickly, using this visual medium, we will make it less impressive.
Candy Bug, this is going back to the love bias or between the two ships. There isn't a bias for one dude over the other there on that front.
No, absolutely not.
Riley says, I liked it. It confirms it's a tad underwritten. I've had a few people read the start of it, and that is one thing I've heard. Need more description.
I have been noticing you're not alone in the underwriting. It's definitely been a lot more like common lately that stuff that I read for clients is underwritten versus overwritten. I kind of wonder, I have my theories, but a lot of times I do tend to do more editing for people who are just starting out. Which is fine and great and amazing that they're getting an editor. Great idea on their part. But like, I kind of wonder if underwriting is becoming more of a thing, because a lot of people are getting their ideas maybe from like TV and movies, and so they're used to it being a visual medium, and so like they're picturing it in their head, but they haven't figured out how to get it onto the page because they're kind of two different. And so it feels like it should be there, but it's not that you do have to actually write it, unfortunately.
Yeah, the person reading the book does not have privy information to what you were thinking when you were writing it.
Yeah, I gotta remind everybody, including myself, all that the reader has is what you put on the page.
Yeah.
You cannot assume ever that they're gonna infer or picture it correctly. And then they'll picture it wrong, which is fine until you then do have to describe something because like the character has to interact with it in the scene. And then you make your reader mad because they have to amend. Like if you say they go into the living room and then and you give them nothing about the living room. And then you say later, he crossed to the sewing machine. Your reader probably didn't picture a sewing machine in that living room. And now they're like, oh, fuck, there's a sewing machine here apparently. And it takes them out for just that split second that you don't need to take them out of the story, you know? So that's why I'm like, try to describe the space at least a little bit.
Right, yeah. That makes sense.
At least if this thing will ever come up again in this room at all in the book, you should maybe have described it a little bit in the first time you went through the room.
Yeah, a little warning before it gets used is usually a good idea.
Chekhov's gun thing.
Yeah, because if you don't do that, then you reach the point where you could claim that anything is in the room, and the
Right.
reader would have to believe you, and that's kind of not what you want to do.
And the MacGuffin's in the kitchen all along.
Yeah, and the
right.
MacGuffin is here. Oh, and there's a T-Rex in the corner. You don't know.
I mean, we did randomly encounter a T-Rex on the street today. Who says there couldn't be one in the kitchen?
That wasn't all that random. I was kind of expecting to encounter T-Rex today.
Honestly, I was expecting more T-Rex.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised at the number of ducks.
Yes.
There were a lot of ducks. Only one frog that I saw.
That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's probably a very hot commodity at this moment.
yeah,
you can't
all
catch
the
fire.
frog costumes are in Portland right now. So I saw a reel that was like just like a skit where the person's pretending to be both people, and one of them's like, all right, well, how are stocks doing this month? And the other one's like, amazing. And it's like the company, like it pans out and the company is like blow up frog suits or whatever.
Alright, I need to catch up with the chat. Practitioner C makes the snide comment that she forgot to include her work at the blood bank as a tax write-off.
Yeah.
Let's see who said that one. Practitioner C, I wasn't afraid of the giant, man-eating, fire-breathing dragon until I learned it was a ghost.
The scariest kind.
And then they also share, I cannot begin to tell you how disappointed I was in the Trench movie as a 13-year-old obsessed with the book.
Oh. The movies will disappoint you. Pretty much always.
Unless it's Lord of the Rings.
Unless it's Lord of the Rings, that you get one.
You get one ever in your entire life.
One per lifetime. Once all the people who have seen Lord of the Rings are dead, you can have another one.
Firelight says, bringing back Wolverine as Wolverine, but it's the end of Deadpool 3, so the only part of the costume Julian needs to draw is the pants and the mask. Wolverine as Wolverine, new idea written down. And then Firelight says, I'm just an underwriter. The descriptions are added last unless it comes to me in the moment. Blah, description.
Sometimes I do have to go back and add more descriptions. For the same reason as everybody does. It's in my head, I picture it quite clearly, and I just don't get it described enough. And then my beta readers are like,
What is this?
I would love to know what this room looks like. And I'm like, well, damn it, I forgot to tell you.
Adriana, I think you should be inspired by J.R.R. Tolkien. But Adriana says, I very much struggled with underwriting, but I'm so scared that taking pages and pages to describe things is going to be such a slog to both write and read.
See, here's the thing. Here's my advice for underwriters. If you know that you're an underwriter, if you think that you have overdone it, you're probably actually about at the right spot. Because it's going to feel like too much to you, but it's probably actually just about right.
Practice Orsi says, I don't struggle with overwriting at all.
No, never.
Dinosaur description not included.
All right, here we have a horrifying dragon ghost. Everyone, be scared of him. He's so scary.
Well, I'm horrified.
Y'all can't see him, but my brother's terrified. I've never seen him so terrified.
I'll have that and the vegetable monster after me. That's not
Yeah,
right.
he's gonna have nightmares.
About the underwriting. Oh, like the star stick from Lightlock. We still don't know what it looks like.
Wait, guys. We found out what color it is in the Grimm novella.
In the prequels, they finally described the color of it in the prequels.
We don't know anything else, but we know what color it is now.
And what color is that?
Spoilers. You'll have to watch and find out. But it's so hilarious that the most description we've ever gotten of a key item that the character uses all the time is in a novella that some people just will never read. Does not actually matter. We still have no idea how big it is. Presumably, what shape it is presumably stick shaped, but like, does it have like a jewel at the end or whatever? We still have no idea about that, but we now know what color it is. So
Fantastic. I should hope at this point that they're intentionally like not writing a description for this object.
I cannot help but feel that at this point we are being trolled.
Yeah.
And then if this is ever comes into the stream, every time they use it or pull it out, it's something different.
Right? Like, it is definitely trolling at this point. I think it is legitimate trolling that she's put the color of it in the novella. I think it's on purpose, and I think it's to make fun of us.
I mean, as long as there's some kind of intentionality behind it.
Right? I mean,
That makes it slightly
I
better,
feel like
at
that
least.
might be the only thing she cares about in this novella. Let's tell them what color the star stick is. All right. What am I drawing next?
Horribly behind on chat, but Cassidy, you keep an eye out in case anybody suggests a new item, and I'll run through. The list of
Cassidy's
all-
probably just eating an egg roll right now.
like a gremlin.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not after midnight, so.
My true form. Honestly.
Oro as an ostrich, Grim as a French bulldog, Vampire getting audited, Bigfoot as Frankenstein, Beast of the as Mary Antoinette,
Glad we're pronouncing that correctly.
Hawk as a blob saying stuff. I forget what they were saying though. Alphaba as an orca. That's a good one. A dead lion or some other dead creature with an orange wig. We did the scarecrow. We did the land shark. Pennywise as the beast of Grey Road. Groot as a hairless cat, which we determined was just a hairless cat with a Groot face.
Or a hairless cat with leafy limbs.
Yeah. Something about Nightcrawler, and then Wolverine
Something
Wolverine,
Nightcrawler.
but it's the Wolverine at the end of the movie, so you only have to do like the pants and the fit mask.
Mm-hmm.
So a Nightcrawler Wolverine.
Like in reverse. All right. Well, since we've been talking about Oro and Grim, I think maybe I'll just draw them.
Or an orca.
Oh yeah, Orca with the wig like a trophy. Adam is dying.
I'm about to do that. The sauce is really spicy.
My brother has left me, and my two MCs are dying.
The level 5 spice is hotter than level 5.
I had the 15.
There was no 15. It went up to 10.
I had their hottest one at the very top. It has a 15 on the lid.
Are you sure that wasn't a 5?
There was. Oh, we'll show you the lid. There's definitely a 1 in front of it.
I'm gonna look out the menu. Lee Riley says, I could argue the reason why a lot of it isn't described in the beginning, but the reader isn't going to know my thought process. So it was helpful all the same.
Yeah, that's a key thing to remember. Definitely, a good takeaway is like if you were hoping to publish it for money, you kind of have to think about like what the reader is going to need.
Oh, we do have another suggestion from Odysseus Nemo. Which, hello, welcome to the stream. They say one of the ferrets in a witch hat.
Oh, that would be very cute. That would be a cute way to. All right. So like, other than wearing a crown, how should this ostrich be Oro?
I don't know about the ostrich, but I bet I know what the purple stick thingy actually looks like.
It's silver.
Oh.
And yes, the joke has definitely been made that it is a sex toy.
Considering that we're on an R-rated stream tonight.
Yeah, well, what was it? NC-17.
Yeah, she's a-
No, we're trying to get to R.
No, we're not, Adam.
That's not the way ratings work.
Oh. They suggested Oreo earlier comment. Where was it?
While Cassidy looks for stuff, I will share that Firelight loved the Meg movies because the books are actively bad. I think Firelight's trying to start a fight.
Yeah, don't start fighting in the chat, or I'll call my brother over here, and he'll have That's very stern look at you, I bet.
Kat Endress says, I don't have a movie in my head, so when I go back to add descriptions, I have to look up pictures of stuff. Oh, Kat, are you one of the people who like can't, when you close your eyes, you can't envision the things? Because like I think pretty much everyone in this room can like has some state of like it actively showing up in their heads.
I don't know. How about you? Can you visualize?
Yeah, I can visualize and like move things and stuff like that.
Yep. My visualization is so strong that I can sometimes get smells.
Twilight
Nice.
says,
I'm definitely not a 0, but I'm nowhere near either of those.
Twilight says they are good at descriptions when they decide to add them.
Alright, I finally found it. Twilight said the French bulldog has shadow powers, and the ostrich has a sun behind it.
The shadow powers just implied.
Yeah.
It's making a little shadow puppet.
Shadow powers.
Candybug worries that they're over describing people's face and clothing.
I mean, you can over describe, but like honestly, like just spread it out and you're probably fine. Like I usually pick my rule of thumb, but obviously it's just a rule of thumb, not a hard and fast rule that you have to obey, is if you're like, how much do I want to describe about this person? I pick 3. So I'll be like 3 important things. So like if they are unusually tall or unusually short, that's usually one of them. Or often skin color, though not always. If they're wearing anything unusual, or like pick 3 distinctive features and start there. And then like if you want to add more descriptions as you go, add more descriptions as you go.
Alright. Coolin shares, lol, that's exactly what I had in mind. Just a big sheet over a dragon.
Good. Sharing the same brain.
And then Adriana's like, no way, OMG. And Firelight's all, draw my ideas this time, Julian.
I am.
It's like the saddest little emoji face.
I think we're shifting topics in the chat. Candybug.
It's like the sad eyes.
Candybug shares, until I realized so much romanticy men are only described as chiseled, divinely sculpted, godlike, and tall.
He will be 100% of the time. He will be described as though he is carved from stone. Also, the MC will very probably run into him, backing up, and believe she has encountered a wall, only to turn around and discover that it's him. That has happened so many times.
I'm being reminded of all the crappy books I had to read as a teenager.
And in fact, in one of the Lightlark books, it's dark, and Isla feels up Grimm's chest, and at first believes that he is a wall.
Yes.
Oh my
Like, bricks are definitely shaped like that.
I mean, a
This
wall
brick
can
has
be
some abs going on.
carved out of stone, so
I'm like, I don't know why we are so attracted to men who are cold to the touch. And like, apparently rigor mortis has set in. I don't know why that's attractive.
also with wall shape.
Yeah.
A nightmare version of it would be like they think it's the person, but then it like zooms out and it's like from the Hercules movie where it's just a wall of arms and chests.
Oh no, I want to do one where it's like,
Or the Mummy.
where it's like she's like in the dark and she thinks she's found her lover because he's like she's feeling up something, a stone chest, and then the lights turn on and she's just like in a room full of like statues, creepy statues or whatever.
You know, I'm just picturing like Strong Bad's brother.
Oh yeah, Strong Mad.
Yeah.
Alright. Cat Endless writes, her hair was the color of sunshine, not the warm sunshine of summer, but the thin beams that make it through the winter clouds. And Brachiosaur C shares, according to the Lightlark Wiki, the star stick has never been described in detail in the books or shown in official art. It is thought to be similar to a princess wand with a star on the top.
I bet it is.
That's probably the thing that is most likely to be conjured up in somebody's mind if you say wand without it being described in any way, shape, or form.
I
So,
picture the star wand from Kirby.
yeah.
See, I want it to have like that crappy tinsel on it that like all 1-year-olds like have.
All right, so I've drawn an ostrich, but now I actually need to look up a French bulldog.
You can look at Ani's Facebook.
Right.
One of her dogs is a French bulldog. Firelight shares that as a kid they thought olive skin meant black olives because I'd seen those at Subway. There used to be so many black characters in my books growing up.
Good for you. Keep that energy.
Firelight also suggests an ostrich with abs.
I mean, that is kind of spooky.
Or it's like a centaur but with an ostrich body.
Right. And Praxis4C asks, and Firelight agrees, that isn't NC-17 worse than R?
I don't know. I assumed
I'm not sure I looked it up.
I assumed it wasn't.
I thought
But
NC-17 was just for video games. There was no movie rating for that. But
there is a movie rating like between parental guidance and
Yeah,
R.
or it's just not used very often.
So NC-17 rating is for adults only, meaning no one 17 and under admitted, while an R rating means restricted, where you need a parent or guardian.
So,
Okay.
so technically, you can be younger to go to an NC-17 without a parent, but for the R-rated movie, you can go with a parent. That's weird. Okay.
Yeah, which one is worse?
I mean, I guess you could be like a 4-year-old in an R-rated movie.
You could be
If your parents.
Yeah. Yeah, but you couldn't be a 17-year-old in an R-rated movie without a parent there. But you could go to an NC-17. Okay, sure.
Also, Cat Endless suggests abstrich.
Abstrich.
The ostrich with abs.
Horrifying.
Oh, police, murder.
Cat Endless says, I can visualize kind of dimly if I really concentrate, but it's kind of fuzzy and vague, asking about the mental image from before.
I am honestly very sad for people who cannot visualize things in their head, because it is like, it's literally like watching a movie in my brain, often with smell-o-vision.
Yeah, same. Firelight says, I challenge myself to limit my descriptions to 3 to 5 sentences for things that are familiar. And then in reference to the stone ab man conversation, she says, that's because the Twilight vampires are literally living statues.
That's true.
Mm.
And then asks, why does the house have ribs? That's the wall.
Yeah. I really want to know if other people in these men's lives also mistake them for walls all the time. Like, does their mother's like, where is my child? There's only a wall here.
A child wall again.
Considering the depth of personality many of these characters have, I would not be surprised.
That's true. Described like rock and has the same personality of rock. Yeah.
Are all these mothers very proud that their sons, like, I always hoped my son would grow up to be a rock, not the rock,
Just
a
just
rock,
a rock.
singular rock.
Yeah. Lying about in a field somewhere.
All right. Perfect timing. I caught up to Practicore C's comment, who's my main male character is eroded, incompletely stapled, painfully mortal, and sculpted from fine styrofoam.
Only the finest.
The Firelight's like, why is the house ticklish? Coolib attempts to clarify for us that NC-17 is worse than R, but you rarely see it anymore. NC-17 is adult only. R is allowed with parents.
Sure.
Okay, but in reference to Praxosaur's description of man, the perfect man, Praxosaur, the perfect man.
Mostly post-consumer product. All right, I'm back. Here we have the majestic Oro and Grim as an ostrich and a Frenchie.
Need more shadow.
He's working on it. He's really short, okay? I know you care deeply about this one.
Nice.
All
All
right.
right, one more, guys. One
So
more.
that was number 7, and we need one more recommendation.
Sorry.
I'm caught up with chat, so Cassidy, look to see if we've got any final recommendations from the chat for the final card tonight. Will I read the list of those remaining?
Just the ferret and a witch's hat.
Oh,
Oh, that would be really cute. Read the other suggestions just in case something else jumps out at me, but I think the ferret and witch's hat
we
might
have
be winning.
Bigfoot as the Frankenstein monster.
Oh, you didn't say that last time. You said Bigfoot is Frankenstein, and I would have had to draw Bigfoot being like, it lives!
That would've been funny too.
Beast of Gwendolyn as Mary Antoinette. Hawk as a blood. Alphaba as an orca. A dead lion or other creature with an orange wig. So we did the Scarecrow, we did the Land Shark. Pennywise as the Beast of Grey Road. Groot as a hairless cat. Nightcrawler, because we all love him so much. Wolverine as Wolverine, but Wolverine at the end of the movie, so it's only the legs and the face mask.
Did you write that all down, Adam? Are you reading that verbatim?
Yeah. Ferret and a witch's hat.
Oh, and then Firelight reminds us of the orca with an orange wig trophy.
Yeah, that was also one that I was considering. Now I'm torn. Because the ferret with the witch's hat or the orca with the wig trophy. That is a toughie.
Alright, Ferret with a witch's hat is scruffing the orca and dragging it ashore. I mean, that orca needs to be scruffed, I gotta tell you.
I'm just picturing, that's not the mental picture I get. I picture the ferret like clinging to the back of the orca and like going through the water. Like,
Yeah, the ferret has the orca by the tail and is dragging it ashore.
I've tried to draw orcas in the past and kind of struggled. I don't know if I can.
Candybug says, someone in my private
That's
chat room
okay.
made a chart of romanticy men, like their scents. We can only conclude that these men use perfume, but won't admit,
Mm-hmm.
because only the clear-coated man villain are made.
We also,
Yeah, no, all of these guys, every single one of these men has a signature scent. But, that's fine. Most of them, however, use the same one, which is very on brand for men. They're all using the same shampoo.
there is a adjustment to the suggestion that the orca could just be dressed as a frog or in an inflatable frog costume.
It's too late. I'm already drawing.
Presto Core does say that, back to Candybug, either that or they spend copious amounts of time rubbing themselves on pine trees to be put in a sack.
Yeah.
Candybug does say that either that or these romanticy men run around eating minty toothpaste and rubbing pine needles on their nude bodies as a morning routine.
I assume that they all just wear car air fresheners around their necks all the time.
There's a special cabin in the forest where all these male main characters go to rub each other down in pine needles and sap.
In a completely heterosexual way.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a joke about Asteros somewhere in there.
Cat Endless shares. Back in the 80s, there was a drugstore cologne named Aspen.
And they bought it out and they're all wearing it.
So drugs in the cologne? Is that why I was at the drugstore? Or?
I hope so. It was the
think that-
80s, probably.
Yeah, probably.
It
was,
needs
yeah.
to be another decade or two back, actually, for it to legitimately be drugs in the cologne.
What are you wearing? Cocaine.
Okay.
Okay.
It's fair.
Alright. I spent all night struggling. I finally caught up with chat.
Uh-oh, guys, he's caught up. Get to chatting. We haven't even had like that many people in chat. We've been very talkative tonight.
It's just going on wild tangents based on the chat.
Yep. That's what happens.
We've got 10 of us in here now.
Yeah.
That's what happens when I have so many people here. Next time it's gonna just be me in the stream, and everybody's gonna be like, that's boring.
Firelight shares fantasy cologne. It's all made of tree stuff.
Tree stuff.
Round up.
Julian, you need someone who has like pine root cologne or smells like tree roots.
in a book that I write. Is
Yes,
that what you're
a book
saying?
of-
Okay.
yes, as like a reference to all of the
Smells
men
like
smelling
roots
like tree stuff.
somehow. I think there is a root that when you break it, it has a smell, like
There
a
are
pleasant
several,
smell.
but
So
not
like,
generally tree roots.
I feel like there's a tree root. I'm not a very big
It could
tree
be like a
fan,
potion that they bought 'cause they think it'll like make them into like the MC, and it's just like root soaking in rubbing alcohol with a mint leaf.
I like Candy Bug's riff, the totally not homoerotic romantic-y man cabin of mint, pine, and sandalwood.
hmm The sandalwood's gone out of fashion though. Like only the older guys like the sandalwood. They also have very important classes on how to be a wall.
Coolin says they're egocentric and making an active effort not to take up all of the chat with their voice. Firelight.
Why not?
For the final
That's what I said
Oro
for.
and Grim read-along episode, Julian just wears tree cologne instead of dressing up.
And y'all are just gonna have to guess. You're all gonna have to infer.
Covered, he can be covered in sap. That's tree cologne.
I just come in dressed as a tree.
Sit down as a pine tree.
Yeah. We got lots of pine trees around here that I could just.
Alright, Brachiosaur sees like the pinewood cologne will make me irresistible. Immediately covered by termites. Cat shares. Xandon rubbed the sap gently but firmly over Grim's manly rock hard ass. This does sound like this sounds like this is an archive of our own short story you need to write, Julia.
Yeah, we getting fan fiction going on now. The definitely not homoerotic man cabin is in the works, everyone.
Every stream will just slowly build on it.
Yeah. Tune in next time for the next episode of Homoerotic Man Cabin.
Right. Cool. Admittedly, I use sandalwood in my books.
Old fashioned, man. Just going back to the basics.
Firelight is cheering for Julian doused in syrup.
Okay, Firelight, now calm down.
Cat. Shadow Daddy Spank Inferno. I think that's the suggested name for your fanfic for the.
And that could be like one of the chapters, maybe.
Maybe if all of your followers write a fan fiction with like the source material being homoerotic man cabin, it'll
Yeah.
actually become like one of the book options on Archive of Our Own to search by.
Yeah.
Firelight shares. They still have no idea what sandalwood is, and I don't either. But I think it's when you like shave a particular wood and then you like burn the microfine sawdust you shaved from it. But I don't know.
I don't know what it is in real life. I know what it smells like, but I don't like if you were like identify sandalwood in the wild, I would be like, I cannot.
It's just a sandal made of wood.
Yeah.
It's the Dutch in general.
Coolin shares. You know what annoys me? I'm not able to get a magical college going.
Just in general? Just trying to start a magical college?
I mean, I can see how starting a college of any sort would be challenging. Firelight asks, is it the trees they make sandals out of? For sandalwood. And then Kennybug shares the other book, which is the other one is the Gal Pal Manner of Gals Being Totally Be Pals.
And it is the pettiest place.
I'm coolin'. Either I'm not feeling broadly, or in the case of the 40K word work in progress, it has no plot. Not even a romance plot. So I think Coolant is trying to write a magical college story.
Yeah.
That is struggling because there is no plot.
A common affliction.
Of course, this could be your backstory plot that is just your world building, and once you get far enough in your world building of the magical college, you can figure out a plot and write a different story. And then once your different story becomes popular, you can release this first history book as your own personal Silmarillion.
There you go.
That's what George Martin did.
And Kat suggests if all it fails, add a ninja, and that would be cool because many ninjas have like weird magic that isn't really magic; it's ninjutsu and it's different. So then all the magical college people would be like, "What's this? It's weird and different."
Some people are, but then you got to be careful because then it gets a little bit culturally thorny, and that's yeah. All right, here we go. So we have the ferret is dragging the orca out of the water, and the orca says, "Can I help you?" And the ferret says, "We need you on land."
Yeah, that checks out.
We need some orcas out here. Deal with the certain issues we'd be having with billionaires.
Did the ferret have a witch's hat?
No, he's too tiny to get a good witch's hat on him. He would like take
Wear
up
it
his
on
whole
his
head.
thumb.
No,
The booty hat.
Yeah.
He's too small. All right. We gotta go back through them. That's right. Before we end, we gotta go back through all of them. All right. So first we had my drawing of a ghost flashing another ghost. Very scandalous. We started off the stream right away with scandalousness. We had
17 there.
whatever this critter was called, the weird coyote thing from Wisconsin. But he's just a happy little guy. Those little T-Rex arms. And we had this horrifying vegetable creature. He's beautiful. He's my son. We had our shark Trogdor mashup, chompinating the villages. We had a vampire who's been audited and is seriously just considering staking herself instead. We have a dragon as a ghost, a scary ghost. We have Oro and Grim as an ostrich and a Frenchie for reasons that probably exist.
In one of the chat's mind.
Yeah,
It was Firelight.
it's Firelight. It's a Firelight suggestion. And then we have a ferret dragging an orca ashore because we need all the help we can get here on shore with some billionaires. All right. So that was our postcard drawing stream, everybody.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right, catching up in chat. Candy says the Galpal Manor is where the ladies learn to appreciate the beauty of other women in great detail. Keeping it NC-17 here tonight.
But definitely in a completely heterosexual way.
And Cool says, nah, that book is just horny under the sea in Atlantis. Firelight, once I'm done with my current short story, I'm going to write the sections I have for my sci-fi novel, and hopefully it will give me ideas. Firelight does love your final parent orca, but they are sad that there's no wig for the orca.
Yeah, I decided that the wig would probably just kind of look like random gunk and be hard to tell. But see, also the ferret is dragging the orca on shore for specific reasons. So the wig is coming in the future of this drawing, you see. The future that this drawing depicts.
And Candy shares, just like the totally not homoerotic men cabin teach men how to appreciate masculine beauty from other men.
They like always kind of oiling each other up to accentuate their muscles, you see. No other reason.
And Cat, French kisses? Candy goes, yes! These were pretty great. And
Thank
there
you.
we go. All right, I'm more or less caught up.
All right.
You may read your own chat now.
I will, and I will probably bid them all adieu, as it is now 8:30. But chat, if you have anything important that you want to say before we end, now's the time. Speak now, or hold your peace until next month.
Or until you buy the highest level of Patreon, where you get to boss Julian around.
It's not even the highest level. You can boss me around at lower levels.
Oh.
Yeah.
What comes after that thing?
I will edit part of your book.
Yeah, okay.
Or I need to change it. I want to change it to like have a coaching session with you, because
Yeah.
it's a lot with my new job. But
editing. your highest, that level of Patreon is cheaper than actually hiring you directly to edit a chapter.
It is, and I'm like okay with that because it means that they can like continue to support me. Like I like the continued support. I guess is steady versus like sometimes I have gaps where I don't get hired or whatever. But Fracasor gets grandfathered in because he was already he's the only one at that level and he's been doing it for a while, so he gets the same thing forever till he's done with me. But everybody else will probably get like a coaching chat or something. Let's see what I'm reading my own chat. That's right. I'm sorry, I'm squinting like off to the side here, guys, because I'm actually kind of far from my screen and also dyslexic. Coolest screen name I found on AO3 is hiding behind a pen name. Yeah, it's a good one. Need to get the video review version eventually of what I missed it.
Well, my wife found it, but I'm taking credit since she isn't here.
Found what? I've started reading my own chat and I don't understand it, so please explain.
I think the pen name.
Oh, okay. Get through those Oren Grimm novellas. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing a lot tomorrow, is reading that. So pray for my brain, everyone. Fracasor says you're mine for the next 5 years. I mean, I'm okay with it. Probably have Julian tell me how great my fanfics are or something. The top Patreon level. The top Patreon level is I just have to tell you your stuff is good.
And how much you love it.
Yeah. I could make that a really high level and then it just be like Julian gasses you up for an hour.
That's a lot of gas.
Yeah. I'm gonna start repeating myself probably. Like, no, only original thoughts, Julian.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna end the stream, so everybody say goodbye. Adam, you wanna come over here and say goodbye? Fracasor says, I pay Julian more than anyone else, so she can tell me how much my stuff sucks. All right, Adam's here. Anybody else wants to say goodbye can jump in. Obviously, you don't have to, but you want to say hi to them, Cassidy? You have been a disembodied voice. There you go.
I don't know what I'm looking
Wait,
like.
there we
I guess
go.
I'm no longer cryptic.
Alright. Fine.
Oh, is he here? Is he here? Oh, he's mysteriously in the background, chat. You've been warned. You were warned, and this is your punishment. To help you have learned a very important lesson, chat.
Right.
Taught to you by this mustache. Yeah. All right. Goodbye on 3, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Bye.